Hey everyone, welcome to episode 8. In this episode, I want to talk about adulting. What is adulting anyways? Well, to me, adulting is basically what I'm trying or what I think I'm doing right now. In this current stage of life. When you're in your early 20s, you feel like you're an adult. Maybe you feel like an adult. Like, at least I felt like I was an adult. But I don't think I'm ever fully going to be an adult, to be honest. Like, sometimes I'm like, who am I kidding? I'm a big child. Like, I'm a big kid, and I have all these older siblings that I want to view me as an adult. And so I'm always like trying to be like, oh yeah, big girl panties on. But really, sometimes I have moments where I'm like, I just want my mommy. Like, seriously, I just want to like run away and hide in her bosom where it's very safe and I don't have to make decisions and, deal with stuff. And I don't even think that there's really a way that parents could fully prepare their children for adulting. Like, in high school, I felt like life couldn't get any more complicated or any more difficult or any more fun or any more exciting. It was like, at that time, that's what I thought that's what life was. That was it. And as I got older, and even now, I'm like, wow, when I look back, that was nothing. And to be out in the real world where you're, like living alone and working, or maybe not even, actually no, I will say living alone, because that has like it's a different feel, okay, from living at home with family and living alone. It's definitely a different thing. But living alone, working full-time, paying bills, cooking for yourself, doing your own laundry, just maneuvering life, taking care of yourself, and doing all this with a smile on your face. Yeah, it's not always easy. The other side is also, developing your own views, your own beliefs, your own aspirations outside of what either society or family or culture or religion, all that has to say. Figuring out, like, what is it that you believe? What is it that I believe? What is it that I want? What is it that makes me feel fulfilled? What makes me happy? And, it's not always easy to even get to the point or to a place where you can take the time to even think of those things. So, when you do, it's great, and you can, make some headway on that. But when you don't, it's like, I remember feeling kind of like, okay, I think that there has to be a breakthrough. There has to be a breakthrough in that I feel kind of like I'm going in circles with myself and with life. Like, I didn't feel like I was like making any major moves. I'd say this was like when I was in university. But the thing is, like, university didn't even really prepare me for the real world. Like, university was like this blanket, this comfort blanket, this shield. And I thought after finishing university, I would go out into the world and it would just be like, okay, well, this is what, I'm gonna get a job in my field. I'm gonna go to law school, maybe be a lawyer, get a job, work, meet someone, get married, start a family, buy a house, blah, 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 blah. And then I got out of university and I was like, what? Like, hold on a minute, can I go back? Like, I wasn't ready. So it caused me to like chase my own tail for a while. I was very confused about even like what I wanted to do. It's like, in university, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. When I get out, this is what I plan to do, blah, blah. I got out, and then it was like, whoa, too much. There was so many decisions, so many options, and I took like all these different, I tried all these different routes, all these different, industries, like, okay, sales, fucking, what was the other thing? I did the corporate world, okay? And it wasn't for me. I got to a point where I was like, I'm not like trying to climb the ladder. Like I didn't feel like that. And then clashing heads with, you know, other coworkers who feel threatened by you, and it's like, I'm not competing with you, like you can have it, I don't want, you know, it's like, you don't have to try and throw me under the bus or try and like stab me in the back and stuff. Like, this is all you can have all of this. This is not, I'm looking for something else. But it takes a toll on you, you know, like office politics and all that stuff. Like, it takes a major toll on you. At least it took a toll on me, and I knew that I had to find out what it is that would actually make me happy, and that's how I ended up even in Korea teaching. And I'm grateful and thankful for that, for the opportunity to be here, and for the time that I've spent teaching all these different kids, Korean kids that I've encountered and stuff. It has been very rewarding, but it's to the point now where it's no longer fulfilling. It used to be fulfilling, and now I'm like, I want more. I need something else. It's not doing it anymore for me. And so that's what the next stage is going to be. It's going to be like focusing again on what is it that's going to make me feel fulfilled. And I used to think that, yeah, you choose one path and that's just what you're going to do. Like, okay, I'm going to come here and teach, and I'm just going to be a teacher for the rest of my life or something. Actually, no, like, redefining yourself, continuously redefining yourself is life changing. It's forever changing. Doesn't mean just because, you know, you go into teaching and let's say you don't like it, doesn't mean you have to stay there. If you're not happy, you should do something about it. That's how I've always felt about myself. That's why I'm always like all over the place sometimes, because I'm like, no, this isn't for me. Like, I'll try something, like, no, it's not. And I don't feel bad in even admitting, like, yeah, I thought it was for me, but it's not. And I can acknowledge, like, maybe something is good for you in that time, in that moment, but doesn't mean that it will be good for you, like, you know, months down the road or years down the road either. And it doesn't, so you shouldn't stay there just because, for whatever. So yeah, that's something I've learned in this quest to be an adult, the ultimate adult. And so that's helped me a lot. It's helped me to define my goals and define my plans for the future and such, but at the same time leaving myself open, because I know that life is, you know, constantly changing and stuff like that. So yeah, but you know, other things too, like, that comes along with adulting is like finances. I have never been great with finances, and a part of that has to do with, you know, my parents didn't instill the financial savviness, like how to save and all that, like, because they were still trying to figure it out, you know. Like, we moved to Canada when I was a year old, and they spent like a lot of the time just trying to just deal with life in, you know, North America, and raising a family and maneuvering things, like just trying to just start a family. Like, never mind financial freedom, it's like, let's just survive first. And so yeah, I didn't get that that teaching, but so in my adulting, it's taken me up to now, actually, to where I've actually finally gotten a handle on things like saving and budgeting and stuff like that. So it feels really nice to not be living paycheck to paycheck, and I feel like I always give myself a pat on the back, because I'm like, yep, I'm an adult now, or one step closer. But you know, yeah, sometimes things happen, but just gotta keep it moving, right? If like, I just think my point is, it's like, it's a work in progress, you know. Like, you never be this adult who doesn't make mistakes, or who doesn't look, you know, who doesn't look silly, or who doesn't like put their foot in their mouth, or who doesn't, you know, blow money on a sale, or like on splurging on some, I don't know, on a nice trip. Yeah, that would be how I'd get caught, like, with no money, splurging on nice accommodations on a trip or a plane ticket. But anyways, so yeah, that. And I think overall, just like, if you can take care of yourself, you've done good enough, okay? Like if you're not hurting anyone and you're taking care of yourself, give yourself a clap, okay? Like, and this adulting thing that also you kind of see on social media and stuff that has you feeling like, oh my God, I am a failure, or oh man, I'm so behind, or oh, like they just did this, and oh, my peers just did that, and you're feeling, you know, just you're comparing yourself and comparing your journeys. Like it's all crap. Like I think we should just stop doing that. And I always am mindful of that when those thoughts do arise. I always nip them in the butt, because it's like, it's not going to serve me any purpose, and I don't want to compete with anyone. Like there's enough to go around for everyone. The universe is so abundant, and you know, like it's all about your perspective too. Like how are you going to interpret the events that take place in your life, and how are you going to go about attracting what it is that you want? You know, like what are you doing right now to get to where you want to go, and where do you even want to go? You know, so yeah, it's just the time we live in. Sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish things were different. Social media is great. It's been a blessing and a curse, and I'm sure that like some who watch this will either agree or disagree with me, but it's like I find social media to be really draining and tiring, and sometimes it's one of the reasons why I just like don't post anything, because I'm just like, I don't want to be online. Like I don't want to have to like pick up my phone and, you know, check my Insta or post on Insta or like post on Facebook or vlog even. I just want to be like here outside of my phone. But you need social media in this day and age. You do need it for some things like marketing, especially since what I want to do next is, you know, like being an entrepreneur for myself online. Like my business would be all online with the option of in person for local clients, but I do need social media to get the word out and to market myself. So I do see where the perks of it is, but at what cost, you know? So yeah, but that's the age we live in. That's us. So let's just deal with it, roll with it, and make it work for us and not the other way around. I just wanted to like make this video as like a motivational video for those people out there trying to be an adult. And sometimes if you're like me, where you have your doubts about your capabilities, or you wonder if like, you know, you're going against your adultness. I'm just making up words left and right, but anyways, so yeah, trust me, you're doing a great job. So let me know what your thoughts are on adulting. I look forward to reading the comments about this. And as usual, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Show some love. Okay, talk to you soon. Hit that.